The biggest problem that we have with getting dogs adopted is, of course, them being big dogs. We run into a lot of apartments having weight restrictions. Breed restrictions, obviously, are a big one also. Also misconceptions from people that an adult big dog is already a quote-unquote bad dog. They already have behavior problems. They're too high-strung, too hyper. You can't train them. If you can spend some time with your dog, you can exercise with your dog, you can take your dog to training classes, you've got a perfectly fine dog no matter what the size of the dog is. What's interesting though is that when they're in a shelter, they get this classification of a breed and you don't even know for sure if that's correct or not. So I may have a dog that's labeled as a Labrador pit mix and the dog is full grown and weighs 32 pounds. So it doesn't exactly fit that classification of lab pit bull mix, but yet it's got that label. So if somebody has a breed restriction that says no pitties, then that dog who's only 32 pounds can't be at their apartment. Big dogs are actually typically more friendly, more social, not as fearful. A lot of times they're just big goofy dogs. They're social, they're happy, they love everybody. Their behavior problem could be that they jump up on people because they just love everybody and want to say hi, and they weren't taught, to sit and wait for approach, things like that. So the behaviors that can be there, you see that in a little dog. You see that little dog jumping up on somebody. You see that little dog wanting to play with people, but it's a little dog, and so people don't mind that the little dog is jumping up on them. They just reach down, pick up the little dog. The big dog jumps on that same person, and they're upset that this big dog is trying to knock them over. Oh, it's got a behavior problem. It jumps up on people. So the behaviors that are there are very similar, but they're more tolerated in a small dog than a big dog. We don't want to talk somebody into a big dog that may be afraid of a dog, but if they're telling us, well, I want a dog that can go to the park and run with me every day, I want a dog that can go play frisbee with me in the backyard, then we start talking to them about a big dog because, I'm sorry, there's not very many Chihuahuas that are gonna go run for 2 or 3 miles down the hike and bike trail. We take that dog out to the play yard with the person, let them see how fun that dog can be, have them throw a frisbee. Oh, look, that big dog can bring you back the frisbee. There's hours of fun that could be had there. At Austin Pets Alive, we feel very strongly that every animal out there deserves a chance. And as long as we've got the space to be able to do it, we do it. Tears are shed, hearts are filled, but everybody, is all in it for the same thing. Let's save every animal that we can.